can't hear me. Look, it's high tide. This is where I walk a couple of times a week in the morning. Normally it's not high like this. This is very rare to be this high. That's why it's quite a... I thought I'd have to show you because it's so cool. It never normally goes under here. It's very nice. So this is Redcliffe in Queensland, southeast Queensland in Australia. Feels nice in your feet. Whoa. Whew. Hi. Where are you from? I'm in Australia. This is Redcliffe in Brisbane, just outside of Brisbane in Australia. Which beach? Yeah, so can you hear me? Oh, you're from the UK. Well, you're used to beaches like this, aren't you? The blue skies. Yeah, it might rain this afternoon. I don't mind the Lions. I have seen them play once, but I haven't seen them play for a long time actually. I'm more into tennis. Hi in India. Yeah, I was in Edinburgh for a couple of days once upon a time and I didn't get the blue skies. I missed that one day a year that you have the blue skies. They're doing a bit of building over here. That's Sutton's Beach over here. This is classed as Margate Beach, going this way. Love these huts to sit in and watch. Australia's amazing. You should come visit. It's definitely worth the trip. It might be far to come, but it's definitely worth a visit. So it's got high tide at the moment. This is not normal that it's this high. It never normally goes this high. It normally just goes to about here. so it's quite high. Might just pick up my keys so I don't fall in. Just put my keys there, hey? Let's play in the water. Lavender Bear, Narangba, hey? You're not far away. Beautiful day. Probably not very much a beach day, unfortunately. I don't know how much you can hear me because it is pretty windy down here, but I'm catching up with some friends tomorrow. We do a thing called Coast Track, which is a 30k walk to support mental health, and we've done it the last couple of years. But what you do is you walk along the beach from, I believe it starts at Makula and you end up at Noosa. So there's a few different coast tracks around Australia. There's one, they do one in Margaret River, one in Victoria, one in Sydney, to raise money for different charities. This year it's for mental health, for Beyond Blue. So I'm a big supporter of mental health. I think we should all be a supporter of mental health because we can, mental health can affect all of us. So normally I do a lot of walking along this beach up and down, but today you can't walk this beach. It's too, the tide will go down soon. Hi Paul from the Gold Coast. There's a few Aussies here, hey? I guess it is 10:40 a.m. in the morning in Brisbane time, or Queensland time, should I say. What's it like at the Gold Coast? The tide must be high there also. It's a petrified wood. Oh my God, that's a big wave. We've got a big island out here called Moreton Island, so we normally don't get waves. It's normally quite flat here. There's Australian seagulls. Hey seagulls! They're very beautiful. So no dogs allowed on the beach here. Whoa. Oh, going right under. So this is normally, the tide doesn't normally come up this high. It's nice to play in. Someone's picked some shells up. Oh, something used to live in there once upon a time. Beautiful. Just love the smell and the fresh air. Even though it is suburbia. A lot of people around walking and riding their bikes. I pretty much went to school here in Redcliffe. Redcliffe's not really renowned for its beaches. It's not like the Gold Coast, like where Paul lives. These aren't white sandy beaches. They're golden sand. And normally we moved here back in the day because it's a place to swim. here because that island used to be a whaling station. So the sharks know that the whales used to be dragged in. This finished back in the 1970s. Tangalooma used to be a whaling station. It's a resort over there. And so the sharks know that, yeah, there were whales here, and they used to try to, attack the whales when they were dragged in. So there's lots of sharks out there. Haven't seen any personally. Sometimes there's dolphins. There's a lot of big giant turtles. I've seen some wash up